PFL lightweights and welterweights closer to $1 million purse. The Season 5 finals are set in the PFL lightweight and welterweight tournaments. In the featured bout of the night, Clay Collard defeated Shane Burgos via unanimous decision, 29-28, 29-28, 29-28. Over 600 strikes were thrown between Collard and Burgos in the main event, making this bout a Fight of the Year candidate.
We saw Shane Burgos invest in those inside leg kicks as he rips another one. He had Clay Collard hurt to that lead leg, and we've seen Collard willingly shift stances in past fights. Why is he not doing it against Shane with that left hand?
Yeah, it's an interesting observation. I kind of feel like he's more comfortable orthodoxing power punching.
That's four.
At the end, Collard secured his third trip to the $1 million tourney finals.
We go to the judges' scorecards. All three judges score this bout 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision and clinching their place in the $1 million PFL World Championship, Clay Collard!
Clay Collard will meet Oliver Aubin Mercier in the PFL lightweight final. OAM defeated Bruno Miranda via TKO, ground and pound, in round 2 at the 4:41 mark. The end started with a straight left hand that sat down Miranda, and the Season 4 winner forced the referee to stop the fight due to vicious ground and pound.
Mercier pounding away at Bruno Miranda, pulling away in this fight. Dan Mercier taking it close.
This is going to be
it. He wins it all! OAM to the championship!
Sadibou defeated Carlos Leal via split decision, 28-29, 29-28, 29-28.
He knows he's in danger at any point when he's at range here.
Takedown attempt, and Sadibou, as Leal stands back up, just unleashes a flurry. That one landed behind the ear of Carlos Leal.
Let's start looking for these knees from Sadibou C. Now he's got the level change timing of Leal, and he's starting to slow down.
Magomedkramov defeated Solomon Renfro via unanimous decision, 30-27, 30-27, 30-27. Magomedkramov now gets to compete at the PFL World Championships for the third time in his PFL career. He will meet Sadibou Sy in the welterweight final, and he's now one win away from his second PFL welterweight crown.
Defense does not count on the scorecard. You have to defend or the fight's over.
Nice, good scramble.
Nice roll there, out of the control position. Solomon Renfro back to his feet.
The 2023 PFL playoff is coming to an end. The finals will be on November 24th, at the Anthem in Washington, D.C. Here are the 6 bouts for the 2023 PFL World Championship, where $1 million will be on the line for each title fight. For the heavyweight championship, Denis Goltsov will face Renan Ferreira. For the light heavyweight championship, Josh Silveira will face Impa Kasanganay. For the welterweight championship, Magomedkramov will face Sadibou Sy. For the lightweight championship, Clay Collard will face Olivier Aubin Mercier. For the featherweight championship, Jesus Pinedo will face Gabriel Braga. And for the featherweight championship, Larissa Pacheco will face Marina Mokhnakina. Who do you think will be 2023 PFL World Champions? 3 winners receive UFC contracts at DWCS, 1 does not. UFC President Dana White handed out contracts to 3 of the 4 winning fighters at Tuesday's event at the UFC Apex in Las Vegas. In the featured bout, 29-year-old middleweight Zach Reese submitted Eli Aronov in 74 seconds to earn a UFC deal.
That is nasty ground and pound there by Aronov.
He's got to watch his arm.
Oh, he's starting to get his hips in now.
Reese sucks that arm.
Oh my gosh! Zachary Reese getting it done with another.
Oban Elliott scored a majority decision, 29-28, 29-28, 28-28, over Kike Brito to earn his UFC contract after surviving a hellacious second round in an absolute war.
Wobbling around in the second round, barely able to stay on his feet, taking full control here. Oh my goodness! Heavy ground and pound.
If he could just keep going, he's going to get this done.
My goodness.
In the opening bout of the evening, Luis Pujolo defeated Robbie Ring via TKO, knee to the body and punches, at 3:43 of round 1, to become the second Peruvian fighter to earn a UFC contract over the past 3 weeks.
Well, he didn't get taken down that time. He actually pulled guard.
Yes.
He was trying to release the pressure. That knee, he got hit with a knee.
That's it, it's over!
Hey, that knee killed him.
It did.
Corazon de Leon with a huge first round TKO here on week 3.
The only victorious fighter so far on this Contender Series season to not earn a UFC contract was undefeated strawweight prospect Josephine Knutson. She defeated Isis Verbeek via unanimous decision, 30-27, 30-27, 30-27, but UFC President Dana White didn't think it was good enough to deserve her signing with the promotion. Here's what he had to say.
She is obviously super talented. She checks all the boxes. 6-0 in MMA, 27-5 in kickboxing, in her prime at 27 years old. I just didn't see it tonight. I didn't see it. I know when I see it, and tonight I didn't see it. I think that she's super talented. I think that she has the ability to do it. I'd like to see her try harder to finish fights. I think she had her hurt a few times, pressed her against the cage when she did, and did not try to finish. I think she needs a little more MMA experience, and like I said, checks all the boxes. I just didn't see it tonight.
A 5th fight was canceled ahead of Tuesday's Dana White Contender Series card. A flyweight fight between Felipe dos Santos and Luciano Pereira was pulled from the card with Pereira unable to make weight due to medical issues. The Brazilian fighter Felipe dos Santos made weight for the bout and was bummed he wouldn't be able to compete at DWCS that night. But the UFC rewarded the fighter, offering him a fight at UFC 293. Felipe dos Santos is going to be making his UFC debut in Australia against top 10 ranked flyweight Manel Kape after Kai Kara-France pulled out of the card due to a concussion. Great opportunity for the young prospect. Mayra Bueno Silva failed drug test for Holly Holm fight. Silva defeated Holly Holm via second-round submission at the UFC Apex back in July 15th, and it has been the biggest win of her MMA career so far. With this win, Tara has won 4 consecutive fights since moving back up to bantamweight in 2022, and became a top contender for the vacant UFC women's bantamweight title. In a statement released on Instagram, the 31-year-old bantamweight stated that she tested positive for a substance consistent with the prescription medication she takes for ADHD. To all of my fans, it is with deep regret that I have to announce I failed a drug test that I took the week of my fight against Holly Holm. I want to begin by saying I have never in my life taken a substance to enhance my ability in or outside the cage. I have tested positive for a substance that is consistent with the prescription medication I take for my ADHD. I have been dealing with this disorder my entire life, and it affects me in a multitude of ways. I have provided a plethora of documents and explanations to USADA and the Nevada State Commission detailing the disorder, the effects of the disorder on my daily life, and my decision-making in the ingestion of the prescription medicine. I am fully cooperating with USADA, the Nevada State Athletic Commission, and the UFC to make sure that all information is available, and I fully acknowledge the presence of the substance in my system. I discontinued this medication at the beginning of fight week, like I always have in the past. So while it appeared in a small amount in my system, I am told by experts that it would not have an effect on my in-competition performance at that level. Please, before you make any judgments, understand that I have been dealing with this my whole life, and I am devastated that this has happened in my career. I look forward to coming to a resolution and putting this behind me. I look forward to fighting again for the best organization in the world. I am the next champion, and I am ready to fight. Former bantamweight champion Julianna Peña doesn't seem to care about the reasoning behind Mayra Bueno Silva's failed drug test. She thinks the Brazilian is a cheat, not matter the reason behind it. Here's what she had to say on a Twitter post. #CheatTara, living up to your nickname. Back to being a curtain jerker of an Apex card you go. You fought 2 41-year-olds this year, and you had to cheat in order to get it done. Can't pass a #drug test? Keep my name out of your mouth, you dumb broad. While it appears Peña and Pennington will eventually battle it out for the vacant title, Bueno Silva is trying to get cleared by the Nevada Athletic Commission so that she can fight Peña instead. In a response to Julianna's comments, Tara said, "The best fight is me and Julianna, because nobody will do what I do to Julianna. Every girl wants to fight Julianna. Is it because Julianna is good? No, because she's easy money. I like the trash talk, but it depends. What Julianna is doing now is talking about serious things. She's talking about ADHD. She don't know what happens when people have this. She don't know what's difficult. This is hard. This is very hard. But that's okay. I understand, because she needs help, because she doesn't fight very well. If she doesn't talk, what does she have? Nothing. I will smash her. She talked about the one thing that's very hard for me. I've suffered a long time, all my life, and she's talking about this thing that is very difficult for me, and a lot of other people in the world. Mayra Bueno Silva says she has been working with the UFC and USADA to clarify the situation so eventually she can settle her beef with Julianna in the cage.